Hi.
Hey fellas, how's it going? Only in America can you fucking get a chance to win a MOAB flag.
No, you want it.
Do you want to get it? Fucking give some bastard $10.
No, you want the flag that didn't really kill anybody, but you know.
Yeah, so if you look at this page really quickly, the picture says, "This is to certify that this flag of the United States of America was flown aboard the MC-130J Commando, I guess 2?
What, the America plane?
I guess that's Commando 2. During the first combat airdrop of the GBU-43 in Afghanistan in the support of Special Operations Forces during Operation Freedom Centile. This flag was flown on behalf of John Burke." So, yeah, it's got all the numbers and some of these pictures. The goal of $25,000
Doesn't feel real.
Close. There's 8,175, so they're about a quarter of the way.
If you're a real American, you'll do it.
Yeah, if you're a real American, then you want to buy this flag. You want to get this flag, and quite frankly, you should give over like $200 to win this flag, because why wouldn't you?
Then you can go sell it on eBay.
Why wouldn't you want this flag?
You know, you know how much money war makes us. Come on. There's a famous George Carlin quote in there somewhere.
It's just funny that they actually are going to try to sell off a flag that was used in a mother of all bombs drop.
Because they're celebrating death.
So that was that gigantic bomb that was in Afghanistan not that long ago.
I think that one was in Syria.
Was it in Syria? They said it was in Afghanistan. Either way. Basically, this flag was in the plane that dropped a bomb that killed many people. So, it says about the campaign, every $10 donation gets you a chance to win the Mother of All Bombs flag. The flag that was aboard the C-130 that dropped the Mother of All Bombs. This raffle supports active heroes and the Chad O Foundation. So, I mean, technically, this raffle...
Paying for freedom.
Well, I mean, the raffle is trying to, like, help people out who are in the military right now. And whoever Chad O is. I don't know who that is, but... if this is actually going to be money that's going to support somebody, then that's great. But, the weirdness behind wanting to, like, get a MOAB flag, like, you could have just said, okay, give us money for,
regular
these
flag
charities, this Active Heroes charity and supporting Chad O Foundation. That's not juicy enough for Americans nowadays. They have to get something out of it. So, of course, they're like, oh, we'll put this flag up. So you're more inclined to give us more money that you know, in all reality, you've probably got no chance to win this flag. It's just,
yeah, probably.
It's just funny. And there's $8,175. There's only 269 supporters. So somebody's probably given like $30, like 5 or 6 people maybe.
They want that flag to give to their son.
It's really funny.
We are a war culture.
Yeah, this is a war culture. And actually, there's a guy that we'll end up having to watch his video again because he's super underrated as a commentator about war and all that. But he was a part of the Iraq Veterans Against the War. I think his name is Vincent Emmanuel. That guy's fucking awesome. I'll make sure that I'll link the thing in the description of the video where he was talking about it. But he was like, you know, I came from a family that said guns are like this. If you go into the military, you're a badass. Like, this is a badass thing to do. Fucking do it. And then he was like, oh yeah, but we also, while I was in Iraq, just found bodies like on the side of the road, and we would stick a flag on them, like the little dispose. I guess you put a color on them, and then you walk out after you kill those people. But you know, it's that guy's a great speaker on the topic of we are a war culture.
And you just watch George Carlin.
Oh yeah, true, George Carlin. But I know his thing about that. But Vincent Emanuel was like in Iraq for like a long time. Like I think he had 2 deployments to Iraq, and then he just said after that, nope, fuck that, I'm not going back.
I don't blame him.
I don't either. But this is just really strange that like the only way to get people to donate a lot of money to veterans is by saying, hey, we'll give you a flag that...
It reminds me of that ship that was made out of the World Trade Center steel.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I don't know, man.
We didn't even investigate it.
This is just... It's so weird that people are more inclined to give money to get a flag that somebody dropped, like, a big fucking bomb and killed a lot of people. And you want this, like... Technically, this is, like... It's almost as bad as, like, the drug cartel dudes saying, oh, we'll give you a bump if you sell, you know, 3 or 4 kilos of this fucking cocaine real quick.
Yeah.
We'll give you an 8-ball if you sell all this fucking coke right here, and then you do it in like 30 minutes, and then you get that 8-ball, and you're just like, fuck yeah, this was a great deal. Like, this is not a great deal. This is a flag that was on board a fucking plane that killed people. Supposedly was on board a plane that killed people.
It's got duct tape on it.
Yeah, duct tape on the bag.
That's actually probably a violation of something.
I doubt it. The only reason why I kind of think that this was the actual flag
You just can't eat the flag, Zoidberg.
Yeah. The only reason why I think this is the flag is because it's stamped 83 or 85, 86 for 495 I think, or 496. Yeah, that's 496, and the tag on the bag of the flag, Jesus Christ, is 496 85 86. And then it's got it again. It says cage 35 or 34,500. It's got all the certificate of authenticity pictures and all that. This is probably a legitimate flag. It's just weird that like people are more inclined to give money on behalf of like veterans that are active, and then also this Chado Foundation, which I don't know what it is, but what they could have done was they say, okay, you get this flag, and also here's this charity that you should share with your friends and let people know that, hey, this is a charity and this is where this money is going to, and here's Chado and here's his story and all that shit. Like, they just kind of, it seems like a money grab for these
Probably
campaigns. Like, the active heroes thing, like, I'm not disputing whether or not this is a good thing, because obviously it is if they're giving that money to those organizations, but it's weird that you have to, like, be like, okay, here's a flag. Here's a flag that killed people. Like, it was on board a plane that killed folks.
Just the country we live in.
We live in a weird fucking place.
Yeah, only here would that be celebrated.
Yeah. I mean, what do they mean when it says the Raffle supports active heroes? Does that mean that...
That's a foundation.
Well, we're on their website, activeheroes.org. But does that mean that it's supporting their foundation? Or does that mean they're supporting active heroes with this fundraiser? Like, actual active heroes, not their organization.
No idea.
That's the problem, man. This shit is so fucking vague that you can't really make a good idea about what the point is, but
I know.
we are a war culture. This shows how much of a war culture we really are. I need to see if I can find that Vincent Emmanuel video. Vincent there it is. There's his name. Hold on, let me make sure that those videos are still here. Yeah, U.S. activist and Iraq war veteran Vincent Emmanuel speaks out. Like, this guy is fucking awesome. You know, he served two duties of Iraq. You know, he talked about a lot of stuff, but this guy is like the real deal, and he goes like into good explanation about how we're a war culture and stuff and sorts, where he was explaining like other countries aren't, but we are, and we're like bred into that system of, you know, if you go overseas and you kill people, then you're a badass. Like,
you stay here, you're a pussy.
Yeah. And he was like, yeah, I went in with that mindset of being like, oh, I'm gonna be regarded as like some sort of fucking hero, and then he was like, it wasn't worth it, like, at all. I'm fucked up now. Like, this doesn't, I've seen too much shit that has fucked me up. I don't want anybody going overseas and fighting wars. And it all started because of that central point of, like, if you have a gun and you shoot some towel head in the head, then, you know,
you're a badass.
You're a badass, yeah. He had a terrible story of, like, this guy that got shot in the head. Like, I think it was his first kill. He was explaining his first kill. And he was like, yeah, so I got my first kill and I shot this guy in the head. And my friends took a picture of it and made it, like, their laptop, like, background picture. And I was like, holy fuck. Like, and he was like, please don't do that. And they were just like, dude, it was awesome, though. Like, he was just explaining how we're bred into being stupid, and this is kind of stupid. Like, just have a regular fundraiser. Explain what you're gonna do with the money. Explain what you're doing this for.
No.
Huh?
No.
You don't want Smokey?
No.
Why not?
You don't want Smokey? Anyway, so, yeah. If you want to see this video, we'll link it in the description and all that. If you want to see this fundraiser, we'll link it in the description as well. If you want to try to win a flag and that interests you in some sort of fashion, I'm not going to sit here and judge you. I mean, it's cool. It would be cool to be like, oh, this is the flag that was in the plane that got, you know, a huge bomb dropped on innocent people, more or less. Like, that could be a cool thing that you say you have, but otherwise it seems pretty fucked
I could say
up.
I've shot a Soviet LMG. Like, come on. What's more cool? What's cooler?
I think it's cool that we get to take these bastards out and then buy their flags, man. I think that's the coolest fucking thing I've ever seen. This guy, these two dudes talking about this shit right now in this video are fucking dumb. I think that this is the best goddamn thing I've ever fucking seen. And you know what? I'm going to give over like $2,000. I'm going to give my full paycheck for this month. I don't care if my kids don't get to eat cheese sandwiches at school tomorrow. I'm going to do this. I want it. I need those. I'm going to put that right above the buck that I shot in the face. He had no idea it was coming. This flag is, you know what? Hell, I could wipe my ass with this flag. And it would still be a good thing.